Our guest tonight is AAA World Heavyweight Champion, Lucha Underground, and Ring of Honor star Alberto El Patron. How you doing tonight?
I'm very good. Thank you, my friend. How are you?
Can't complain. We got Alberto El Patron on the show. We are very excited. Lucha Underground is one of the hottest promotions in the world right now, airing every Wednesday at 8 p.m. on the El Rey Network. Adding you to the roster only cemented the company's ascent in the wrestling industry. What are your thoughts on Lucha Underground's instant impact on the sport, and do you think the company has a chance to become a viable contender with the top companies in the United States?
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, Lucha Underground is a fantastic product. They have the right people backing up the product. They have the right talent backing up the product, and I'm 100% sure that this company is going to be one of the top 3 wrestling companies around the world at the end of this year.
Mike Yuri?
Yeah, as someone who obviously has extensive experience with Lucha Libre in Mexico, I was wondering, in what ways is Lucha Underground most similar to traditional lucha? And also, what do you think are some of the major differences that help set Lucha Underground apart and make it so unique?
Well, Lucha Underground is different than just the basic Mexican Lucha Libre. The good thing about Lucha Underground is that they're combining all the great styles out there. They're taking the best out of the Japanese style, out of the American style, and out of the Mexican Lucha Libre style, and they're fusing those 3 different styles and making just one unique style that it looks like all the fans are enjoying. Because I've been doing wrestling shows all over the world, and everywhere I go, people stop me and tell me about how much they're enjoying Lucha Underground and how different the product is, and they also say that they were waiting for something like this, something different that they can enjoy and watch every week.
PG?
Since joining Lucha Underground, you're arguably the top star and the most recognized wrestler in the company. Do you feel there is now a target on your back now that you joined, and how much pressure do you put on yourself to be the top star in the company?
Well, I don't put pressure on myself because I know who I am and where I come from, and everybody knows, including myself, that I work every single day. I never rest. I always work to be the best and to give the best to all our fans, because at the end of the day, we work for them. They are the ones buying tickets or watching TV so we can get our paycheck every week.
Well, let's switch gears a little bit here to El Tejon O Jr. For the fans of the United States who do not know much about the man who has made it clear he is gunning for you in the AAA title, what can wrestling fans expect from El Tejon O Jr., and what separates him from the rest of the stars in the company?
Well, he's a fantastic wrestler. He has a great background of Mexican Lucha Libre. He's been wrestling for like 15 years. He started in Mexico and then he went to Japan. He spent like 5 or 6 years working in Japan for New Japan, which is the biggest Japanese company out there. And he is a second generation wrestler. He's a guy who was born in this business just like me, like Alberto. So he's one of the major superstars or the major main wrestlers in Mexico. And they can expect a lot from here, and not from him, and not only from him, but from all the other wrestlers in Lucha Underground. Because, as you know, we have new names, new characters in Lucha Underground, but all those guys are fantastic performers. They were stars in other companies, and they're here in Underground to give us the best and to help us make this company the best company in the world.
Mike Yuri?
During your time in Lucha Underground and also ROH so far, you've been working primarily as a babyface, but I think most American fans are probably most familiar with your work as a heel. From your perspective, which role do you enjoy playing the most and why?
I love being the bad guy. I mean, everybody loves the bad guy. Chicks, kids, everybody loves the bad guys. That's the place where I would like to be. but at the end of the day, I'm gonna be where the audience, where the fans wants me to be, or where they put me. Since I left the other company, decided to put me in the good guys side, and I've been working. I've been working as a babyface since then, and I'm not gonna say that I'm not enjoying it, because I do. But if you ask me where I prefer to be, I would love to be a bad guy again.
PG?
You're one of the most well-rounded in-ring wrestlers in the business right now. And since you're so comfortable wrestling different styles, how or when do you decide which type of style you're going to wrestle that night?
Well, I'm one of those wrestlers that let everything to the audience, everything to the fans. I never plan anything. You will never see Alberto El Patron. You will never see Alberto El Patron in the back planning on what he's going to do during the match, or about certain things in the match. I always go out there, I listen to the crowd, listen to the fans, and I give them what they want. Because if you plan something in the back, and you go out there, and those fans don't want what the fans the night before wanted, you're done. You're not gonna be able to give them a good show, a good match, and that's the reason I always just go out there, listen to the crowd, and depending on what they want, it's what I do.
Well, Lucha Underground already has a stacked roster right now, but there are rumors that former WWE star Rey Mysterio could be eventually making his jump to this promotion. As someone who understands the mainstream appeal of Rey Mysterio, what would the addition like this mean to the company, and how do you think he would be welcomed to the locker room?
Oh, it will be fantastic. I mean, I don't know if he's going to join on the company or not. I will say yes, because he already joined AAA in Mexico, and as we know, AAA and Lucha Underground are partners. So that pretty much tells me that we will see Rey Mysterio in Lucha Underground in the future, and it will be fantastic because we already have a great product. Bringing or having Rey Mysterio joining the company is only going to make it 1,000 times better, and this is going to be fantastic because we already have the Latins, the Paisanos audience watching Lucha Underground, and now having superstars like Rey Mysterio, like Alberto El Patron, are gonna make that all the American fans that are not too familiar with Lucha Libre or the Lucha Libre style, they're gonna turn around and they're going to turn their TVs and watch the product just because Rey Mysterio and Alberto El Patron are there, because they know us from other companies.
Mike Yuri?
One person who a lot of American wrestling fans relate to you is Ricardo Rodriguez. You guys reunited in AAA, but do you think there's any chance that you'll join forces again in Lucha Underground? Is that something you'd be interested in?
Well, never say never. I mean, I've been trying to bring Ricardo to every single organization I've been working with, but I mean, I don't make the final decisions. I always, every single time I talk about Ricardo with promoters, but at the end of the day, they are the ones paying the bills, and they are the ones who decide who's coming and who's not. And in Ricardo's situation, I know that people from Lucha Underground already talked to him, but apparently nothing happened. And I would love to have Ricardo in the roster. Of course, I won't have Ricardo the way I had it when I was working for the other company, because in the other company he was just like my servant. And Ricardo is not my servant. Ricardo is my friend, and I would love to see him doing well and showcasing his talent in an amazing company like Lucha Underground.
PG?
In recent months, you've traveled and competed in different promotions, and is there anything that you've learned about yourself or the business that made an impact on you as you embark on your journey with Lucha Underground?
Well, I've been doing this for so many years and for so many companies, but at the end of the day, it comes to this. I was born in this business, and because of that, I learn how to love and respect this business every single day. I have a lot of passion, and people can see it. Now that I'm in a different company, people can see the real Alberto. I'm not pretending to be somebody else. I'm not talking or wrestling the way somebody else is telling me to do it. This is the real me. Now I'm free to do whatever I want in the ring or to say whatever I want, because all the companies where I'm working at the moment are letting me do that.
Well, you mentioned being unleashed, and this is the last round of questions here. One of your first appearances in the United States after your departure from the WWE was at the House of Hardcore show in Philadelphia. You were received with a hero's welcome. How was returning to your roots and having the leash taken off you helped you in the ring and away from the ring?
Yeah, I mean, that was a really good experience. The other day I saw the interview that the Kimmer made. I don't remember where, but I read it online. And he was telling all that to everybody what happened that night with me. He was just, they thought I was not going to go. They invited Ricardo, and Ricardo, of course, said yes. And when they asked Ricardo to ask me, I immediately said yes. I'm a big fan of what that arena represents and what that company represents, and of course I went there and you know, I spoke from the heart, and the fans loved it. The fans were really happy with what Alberto had to say, and since that day everybody has been talking about my promos and how much love and passion I have for the business, and I mean that's me. And that was the same guy working for the other company. The same love, the same passion was there, but I was just following directions. That's the way it goes. Work for a big corporation like that, and now I'm in a different place. I'm happy, and fans are happy because they see a different Alberto.
BG, final question.
For fans who have yet to see Lucha Underground, or maybe on the fence about the company, what do you feel is most special about Lucha Underground, and what do you have in store for fans moving forward?
Well, I just said earlier, we have a product that is totally different than everything else. We are combining the best out of the pro wrestling world, and we are putting it in one single place, which is Lucha Underground. All the talent that is working for Lucha Underground at the moment, they're thirsty, they're hungry, they want to show the world that they can do it. Most of them, I will say probably the 90% of them, joined the other company, the so-called biggest company in the world. They tried, and even though they have a lot of talent for some reason, or for all the politics that involve that company, they said no, they couldn't do it. So they want to show the world, they want to prove the world that they are one of the best wrestlers out there. And people like me, like Alberto, and if Rey Mysterio joins Lucha Underground, we want to prove the world that we are 1,000 times better than what they saw in the other company, and that we still have something to offer, and we will help this company to grow, to be the best company out there. And with all the help of you, the media, the writers, the producers, the important people in Lucha Underground, and the wrestlers, I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to do that in less than 1 year.
A huge thank you to our guest tonight, Alberto El Patron. Catch him and all the top stars of Lucha Underground every Wednesday at 8 p.m. on the El Rey Network. Tell the fans, Alberto, where they can support you.
They can follow me. They can follow me on Twitter. My Twitter account is @VivaDelRio. That's where they can find me. It's me running my Twitter. I don't have my agent or my sister or my uncle answering all the questions. So they can follow me there, and I will be happy to hear from them.
Another huge thank. Good luck moving forward, Alberto.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you for your time, and thank you for supporting Lucha Underground.